what's up? What's going on, you guys? We are back for another episode of Catfish. It's been a while since I reviewed Catfish, and if you guys go over to my other channel, and I'll try to see if I can remember to link the video, I had an incident with somebody on Catfish not too long ago. It was actually like a month ago, from one of my episodes that I reviewed like a year ago. It's so dumb, but it's a funny story, so definitely check that out. Alright, so this story, you guys, was like real stupid. It's this guy named Spencer. He lives in Tennessee. He was talking to this girl from, she said, first she was initially from California. So they've been talking for like 6 years, and they met on the internet on an internet dating app. So she sent him a message eventually. Like, first they said that they were going to do it. They was going to be in a relationship. She was all for it. Then, like, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, she pretty much, like, dumped him. My lips feel so dry, you guys. She pretty much, like, dumped him. And when he was like, he never got the message, she never, like, resent it. So that was kind of feeling a little funny to him. So that's why he reached out to Neve and Max in order to try to find out, like, what's going on. So he was like, this is going to be your best episode ever. And I'm like, what the hell is going to happen now? I'm like, I done seen a whole lot of episodes. What is going on here? So apparently his girl that he's been talking to is Katy Perry. As soon as he said that, I'm like, yo, I was on some Kanye drops the mic. Like, are you serious, bro? Like, you really believe that Katy Perry is gonna want to be with like a regular degular smegular, like Cardi B would say, regular degular smegular kind of guy? Like, for real though? Like, you ain't do it. I mean, I don't know what he does, but he said that he bought her a ring and he depleted half of his savings doing so. Or most of his savings doing so. So apparently you don't got that much money if you spent almost all your money on a ring. So why would she not want to be with a singer or an actor or something like that? Somebody who can match her fly, and she's going to settle for a regular type of person? I don't know. I mean, it happens, but it's not something that happens often. And I mean, she was just with that British guy before. I don't think she would want to go that low, you know what I'm saying? And apparently she's in some type of relationship right now anyway. I forgot what they said the guy's name is. But I remember I heard about it. So Max is just like over it already. As soon as he hears like who he claims to be with, he's just like, and you really believe this? Like, you know, like, and this dude is like so confident and just with the straight face, like, yes, it's her. She's even sent me unreleased music. They checked the unreleased music. Why the unreleased music is YouTube videos that are unlisted. And I'm like, for real, bro? Like, from multiple people. He was like, she likes to play games with him. She likes to make him, like, I guess, kind of go on like scavenger hunt type of things and try to figure things out. She makes him use his brain. I'm just like, yo, this guy must be super gullible or something, because this does not make any sense. He said he talked to her on the phone once. She's staying in Canada because she's out on tour, and he had to pay over $200 because of the long distance charges. And I'm like, really? You better call me on. You better call and you better assume the charges. How you do that? Collect, right? Isn't it collect? I don't know. Maybe it's not collect. But that's crazy. What happened to calling cards or something? Like, are you that thirsty? Like, I'm sorry. I don't even want to call family and spend any money. I be calling them for like 5 minutes when it's a must call. Never mind somebody that you never even met before. You're going to call them and talk to them for so long that it costs $200? Please. Anyway, so following that, Max and Neve, they do a search, an international search, because they know that she's in Canada. So they do the search, and it actually comes up, and they do an email and a phone number search, and it comes up that she's actually out in England, and she may be this blonde chick named Harriet. So they let him know, you know, they show him the photo. The photo doesn't ring any type of bells, and he's just like still in denial, like, nah, it can't be. This Katie's the one who's been talking to me. I don't know who this girl is. Like, he didn't even care nothing about it or whatever. He's just like, I hope not. But, you know, I don't think so. And he seemed like he was like getting over it at first, but then the next day he was just like, no, I know it's Katie. She's just playing with me. You know, like he was like super duper confident that it was her. It's like he spoke to demons and they told him that's really her. Don't listen to anything that anyone else says. We don't care. So yeah, it looks like they have to go to England now because that's where it says that she is. I'm like, it seems like nowadays they just go. They don't even ask the people if they can come. They just head out and just hope and, you know, cross their fingers and hope that they'll be able to get in contact with these people. Did y'all notice that? It changed a lot from like the first season, because I remember they used to have to, well, I don't know if they had to, but for most of the episodes that I've seen, they actually spoke with the people, had some type of conversation before actually going anywhere. But I guess they got the funds now, so they like, we don't get to see her, we getting a trip, okay? And they got to go out of the country, so it's even better for them. So yeah, and her bio, that girl Harriet, her bio was kind of like funny and weird, and it wasn't like the person that he's normally used to speaking to. So he was just like in total denial, like, nah, it's not her, he doesn't care, whatever. So yeah, it just seemed like when he was just like so confident, even after seeing all of these, you know, all of these clues that are leading to say that it's not her, I'm like, yo, does this dude have mental illness or something? Like, something about him, like, kind of creeped me out, though. Like, I gotta tell you, like, something about, like, the way he just kind of looks. It just seems like serial killer on the low. Last week, they had an episode like that, too, where, like, the dude kind of seemed like, I think it was a guy. Yeah, he kind of seemed like he was a serial killer. Yeah, the one with the long hair. The one that was catfishing all those females. I watched last week's 2 episodes, but I was like super busy and I didn't even know that it was coming on, but my DVR had caught it. So then they find this girl from Facebook that had some correspondence with her, that spoke to her. So they reached out to her, and this girl finally, eventually, she reached back out, like she answered their live chat or whatever. Well, first I think she emailed them back, and then she answered the live chat. So they spoke to her while they was in England and just said like where they were at and things like that. And then Harriet ends up showing up at their hotel. So it's like, doo-doo-doo, like, how did she know? But then they realized, like, okay, we did tell this chick, Amelia, I think was her name, or Amy, they told her to relay the information to her. So she definitely relayed all the information, the where they was at, what they was doing, you know, everything. So she comes and she's just like laughing and giggling like it's a joke, and she just seemed like it was like whatever to her. And he just had like the face, like, you know, really like just straight face, and he was just like, it's not her. And then he's like asking her questions, like, say something that, you know, that we spoke about before. And she says the fake kids' names that they were supposed to have. She says 2 of them, but she messed up on 1, and he's like, nope, it's not her. Like, how would she know 2 of them? And maybe, like, it just slipped her head the 3rd one because they're not real kids, you know what I mean? That could have been the reason. And then she was like, oh, the last one, and then she said the name. So she did know, but he was just like, no, she doesn't know. And then she said something else, I forgot, but he's like, nah, it can't be her. And I'm like, this dude is making me so mad. Like, I just want to shake him and say, hello, hello. Katy Perry does not want you. Leave her alone. Get it out of your head. Like, just find somebody else. Somebody that's a real person, that's in the real world. Maybe just leave the internet dating alone. It's not healthy. It's not good. Yeah, it's messing you up, bro. Like, for real. So when that happens, he finally, eventually, like towards the end, they have like a little sit down. She realized that the reason why, or she reveals that the reason why she did all this is because Katy Perry was somebody she always looked up to, so she assumed that you know, she assumed that personality. And for him to actually believe her, it was like, wow, like he'll believe anything. Oh, that's real messed up though, for her to say that. But I get what she's saying. Plus the way he was acting, so that's why she kind of kept it going for so long. But I'm like, 6 years, like 6 years of your life. I mean, I kind of understand why he's still in shock and disbelief, because you've been talking to this person most likely every single day, non-stop, for 6 years until they finally like ended it. That's crazy. And this chick was just playing with him all the time, saying all this I love yous and this and that, and you're a lesbian? Like, seriously? Yeah, because the girl, like I said, that was her ex. Yo, craziness. So it seems like they have a breakthrough and he finally understands and realizes that this is not Katy Perry. I'm like, finally, bro. Finally. You can move on with your life. So they do the 2 months later recap thing, and Spencer, he just seems that he seems happier, he seems healthier, he seems like he's moved on with his life. Now they go ahead and they call Harriet, and she says that, you know, she's doing better, things like that. But she also mentioned, and he mentioned that he tried to reach out to her, but she never like responded. So she, on the flip side, said, yeah, he did try to reach out, but it wasn't what she expected, because he was on some, oh, this girl. Like, he was saying all the events that occurred on his little trip and speaking to her as though she was still Katy Perry. So they're like, wait, what? Neve and Max were like, wait, what? Like, nah, we got to call him back. So they call him back, ask him about that, and he just tries to say, well, the reason why was because that happened like right after the trip. They didn't ask the right questions. They should have asked her like, when did he try to reach out? Because that would have confirmed or denied if he was lying or not when they called him back. But of course he could say everything. I mean, anything. It could have been yesterday. He talking about, oh, that was just a few days after the trip. Yeah, okay. Anyways, he's like, it was still fresh in his head and stuff like that. But he seemed kind of nervous when they was asking him. I don't know. He just seems like something ain't right with him. Like, she picked the right one for sure. He probably gonna keep on contacting her forever. She better close that email down, okay? But she deserved whatever she get, because to be messing with that man for so many years, that's crazy. You know, that's so much time wasted that he probably could have found a real person and not became the crazy person that he is today, you know, fantasizing about Katy Perry. Imagine he sees Katy Perry. Like, he's probably gonna bug out and be like, I know you were playing with me. It's okay. I still love you. Like, I can just imagine him at a concert just, like, screaming at her. The deranged stan, right? The super fan. Alright guys, but that was pretty much the episode. Let me know your thoughts down below, what you thought about Mr. Spencer as well as Harriet and this whole Katy Perry situation. Thanks for watching. Be sure to stay fabulous, live free, and soar limitless. I'll see you in the next one. Later.